No. This thing. So it shows where our Twitter, Instagram, todo this. Like, add us, advertise us. I'm not talking about it. Well,
Oh,
welcome, guys,
oh,
to
we're
Puro
live.
Pinche Sports. Yes.
Oh shit! I didn't realize you were live.
You know what? You don't know what that is anymore. You haven't been on in a minute.
I know,
You've been
bro.
so busy.
It's been crazy, dude. Crazy couple of weeks, dude.
Marco, if you
Last
want to,
month.
bro, just share with the people wondering, where is Marco Monreal? Where is the Chiefs fan? Is he still celebrating the Super Bowl victory? What has happened to him that he's been gone for like the last 8 weeks?
So I actually moved to Dallas because I wanted to feel more connected to Patrick Mahomes. So I ended up coming close to his hometown, and wanted to
Wow.
merge and feel connected to him even more. Nah, I'm just playing. But no, dude, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. I'm moving to Dallas for a job, so moving away from San Antonio has been crazy. But a bunch of blessings, a lot of good things happening, so can't complain. Obviously, moving is tough, but a bunch of blessings. So just very appreciative for everything that's been happening the last couple of weeks. And I've missed the pod. I've been seeing them, and not being able to go get on, obviously. So I'm excited to be back.
Yeah, man, it's been crazy. I mean, we missed you for sure. It's been a wild times with everything with the NBA playoffs and other stuff going on right now. And of course, this week for all you guys watching live or on demand, we will be having an episode on Thursday, not Tuesday, because we're doing live for the NFL draft. It's a watch along. We can't obviously play audio or anything from the draft itself. We're just going to see instant reactions. We're going to have plenty of discussions. Don't worry, we will talk about trade suspensions from the NBA playoffs, other stuff in the mix as well. We're just going to have a lot of fun doing it. But that's not what we're here for tonight. Tonight, we're here because you know from episode one, if you've been following us from that long, that me and Marco are fight fans. Episode one, nostalgic, 3 years ago, we talked about a boxing match, an MMA match, things of that nature. We're big combat sports fans. This weekend, one of the biggest, potentially star studded, two young, great athletes going at it in arguably their prime, right before their prime, whatever you want to call it.
Never happens.
Never happens because in the boxing world, too much politics takes over. But in this occasion, one man said, "Fuck it, I don't care what you gotta do to make it you feel comfortable. I'm gonna get in there with you." We're talking about the Gervonta Tank Davis versus King Ryan Garcia fight, which went down last night as of this recording. And man, what a hyped fight it was. Definitely going down from a lot of everyone. People calling Ryan a social media darling. People calling Tank too little, too small. These two men had chips on their shoulders to go into this fight to prove people wrong. Marco, you are a big Ryan Garcia fan. I've known this for a good while. Since
Since
you were actually the
since
first, you were actually the first one to like really bring up Ryan Garcia to me because I wasn't really following him that early on. So we get into the fight. First round, it's testing everything slow pace. Try and get your reach y todo. Second round, Marco, we see it. Whatever triggered Ryan decided I'm not gonna go into my own game plan. I'm gonna go in what I think is Tank's weakness, and he got caught, and it did not look good. Marco, give me your instant reaction from the first two rounds, and after Ryan got dropped, what were you feeling?
no, I mean I was obviously nervous for the kid. The whole you could tell right away that he kind of, like you said, he went off his game plan. Got excited. He wanted to start pressuring Tank and do whatever. But what is Tank's biggest strength is being inside, being in the pocket. The way he can use his size to launch these shots, Mike Tyson esque, type of shots that he could take. And obviously, as soon as he went down, my first reaction was like, "All right, this happened in the Campbell fight. Is he gonna get up?" I saw him get up right away. He looked composed. Yes, he got shot. He got dropped. But he got up right away, and he kind of was still a little bit startled to finish out that round, if you remember clearly. So yeah, it was a big shot, dude. It was a big shot. And from then on, I was like, "Fuck, this guy."
Well, we'll get into the other rounds, but
Yeah,
instant reactions, man. Because here's the thing: when Luke Campbell dropped him, you knew it was a mistake by Ryan for putting his hands down. It's one of the biggest things that you gotta that you make a mistake and you could easily get dropped is because you put your hands down because you get a little arrogant. When it happened with Luke Campbell, he fixed it and he finished the fight. Right, he went for the body and all that stuff, and he won. Clearly, we saw what happened. In this case, Ryan got hit, got a little humble there because again he went, whatever reason he went savage mode. He went, I'm gonna do what I said. I'm gonna knock him out early. Yada yada yada. I'm gonna tell you, Marco, I did not like that idea, and you know this. We were texting last night with the group. I feel that this man going in the fight with no Canelo on his side. We talked about this in the last episode you were on when you were hosting. This man with the Canelo team, they gave him a good starting point. They gave him a good guidance and everything. Whatever happened with them that caused them to break up and all that shit did not help in this situation. Did it matter in the other fights? No, because they're not as big names as Tank. Moving forward, I think he needs to talk to the Canelo camp, squash that beef, whatever that is. Here's where people are going to be like, "Oh, you're casual." The man had a plastic surgeon for a head trainer, and I don't know what the fuck was that dude talking in the corner the whole time. The advice was horrible.
no, and he did.
He was
And then he left them alone. Like if you saw the thing when he went on for the presser after the fight, De La Hoya and him were nowhere to be seen. Nowhere to be seen. Where did they go? It's ridiculous. And and the whole stuff with the Canelo team wasn't because they said that he wasn't trying, and Ryan came out because he said it was his mental health. And maybe so, right? Maybe that's why Ryan decided to do what he did because he felt like the Canelo team didn't care about what he was going to, or maybe understood, and that is seen a lot in Mexican culture. And that could be a thing as well. Who knows exactly what happened? We don't know the details, but I definitely can say that he more than likely, with the quality of coaches that are with the Canelo team, which Ryan wasn't the only one that left though.
yeah.
So we had a heavyweight though. The Cuban Frank, he left as well that camp, and a couple of other fighters also left. So who knows exactly what was going on? Maybe with some management issues, money issues, whatever the case may be. Something happened there that fighters decided to leave. But obviously with the experience of that Canelo team, maybe this fight would have come a little bit different.
And I'm only saying the right because I mean, look, we're Mexican-born men, right? Where you have families all from Mexico, different parts, whatever. We understand the pride that our parents, our tios, grandparents, all that they had. There were no tears. You fucking put your head down and you keep moving forward. There was nothing for it. And this culture, and it's a big factor, and that's why we're talking about it. It's a big factor that because this is Canelo's team, which involves a lot of older gentlemen, older Mexican men. It's not easy for them to be like, oye cabron, okay, take your time, all that stuff, because that's not who they are. They want to see you work. Like they see potential in Ryan, and I think we all do, right? Like we all see that
100%.
Ryan could do a lot of great things, And look, for people who are like happy that he got humbled, or whatever, like however you feel about Ryan Garcia, this loss doesn't mean the end of the world for him.
Oh no.
You look at Saul Canelo Alvarez. When he lost to Floyd Mayweather, I'm not saying they're the same fighter, right? I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that loss helped him more in the end than winning that fight, right? Because it helped him become a different kind of fighter. If you look at the first, the pre-fights with Mayweather, completely a little different than what the post-Mayweather is. More technical, more skilled, more power, more conscious. Young Canelo, different story, kind of go crazy. This might help Ryan, but Ryan needs to find the right guidance moving forward, to be fair. So we move on to the fight. We move past the Canelo Ryan team drama. Third round happens, kind of even, but you feel the power punches are more coming from Tank. And now from rounds 3 to 6, or actually I'll say 3 to 5 more, Ryan seems a little more timid. Right? It's not, and it's because
he got caught.
And it was a different kind of caught. It was a different pop. It was real power from Gervonta compared to Luke. I did not score any rounds after the first for Ryan. The first round because he was throwing the more jabs, which I thought was the perfect game plan for him, for Ryan. Right, keep the distance, and then find your spot. But he threw away the power. He threw away the game plan. Whatever. Tank, bro. Can we talk about it? The rehydration clause, it did come into a factor, but man, the man went to the body so much. People, the commentators
there's some stuff I want to talk about.
The commentators were talking a lot more of the headshots, the overhands, and stuff like that. But I was focusing on Tank going for the body because we know that the rehydration clause was a factor in this fight. I'm not saying it was the key factor. I'm saying it's a factor. And Tank was going for it. What did you think of Ryan's performance between rounds 3 to 5? Because by 6, I felt he gained a little more confidence.
Yeah, so I think what happened was, okay, obviously he got caught. When he got caught, he had gone off his game plan. And it feels like, one, you respect a fighter that drops you at that point, right? At that point, he got up and he's like, fuck. He's like, okay, I got to respect this guy, right? I'm not saying he wasn't at first. I'm not saying that but when somebody catches you like that, there's a different level of respect now that you give a fighter and wanting to keep your distance a lot more. I feel like he went to the original game plan from 3 to 6. It was keeping the fight distant, standing tall, trying to use his jab. But the jab wasn't really landing because he was almost too distant. He was trying to change up the distance so Tank can kind of try to calculate again for him to take a couple rounds.
Yeah.
And Tank is like a computer, bro. This dude is literally analyzing the distance, throwing sometimes when he gets so quick. We talk about Ryan Garcia's quickness. I'm giving this guys his kudos. This dude is quick, so quick and strong. It's honestly like he's fucking fast, dude. Fucking fast. And because people talk about Tank's power, but if you saw his quickness last night, that's what got him. That's what got him going. His quickness. And from 3 to 6, well, 3 to 5, towards the 5th round, I was like, okay, Ryan, there's at some point you're gonna have to come into this fight and start getting rounds. He dropped you, right? You either gotta go and try to look for the knockout, or you gotta start racking up some points and start touching him up. It's like, but that comes with the risk of him landing another shot, right?
Yeah.
So it looks like round 6 he started doing that. And
that's what I was going to say. Round 6 comes in, and now I see more of the Ryan Garcia we are accustomed to. He's now actually putting more power in his jabs, a little more step in his, game up. And I liked it. I was like, all right, now we can see what Ryan does. But he's already down, in this case, 4-1, right? So, he needs to start moving more. So he starts getting in there. Tank is still getting body shots still. And again, that is the big key factor in all this because it ends up being the closing factor. 7th round comes in. They're now going back and forth a little bit. Ryan goes for a nice little hook, but Tank went right into the body. Stuns Ryan enough, goes back. We don't really see him react right away after the liver shot, and then he drops.
And it happens like that. Yeah.
And your body shuts down. If you've ever been hit there before, sometimes you're like, oh, it hurts. Something like, oh, fuck. And it's what happened with Ryan. Ryan went down bad. And there's people questioning Marco, even professional champions, a former boxing champion, saying that Ryan quit that fight at that moment. What was your reaction to the knockout? Because, count of 10, whatever. And people's reaction, including like Andy Ruiz's reaction, saying that he quit. It's one thing if casuals call Ryan a quitter, right? That's whatever. Like that's their thing. They, that's casuals. But a professional boxer who's a former champion, heavyweight champion, said he quit. What were your thoughts on that?
I think at that moment where he gets the liver shot, you can't breathe. Your body starts shutting down. He knew that if he got back up, he was gonna get knocked out in some probably embarrassing fashion.
Okay.
If I was him, I don't know what you think. I would have gotten up. Probably try to throw some exchanges, even if you're gonna get caught a bit, and then go back down on a knee.
But could he? Could he have gotten up? I mean, yes, we see him kind of get up, and he's kind of like using.
Who knows? He said he couldn't.
He used the ref as a crutch, right? Like we saw it, like right after, like immediately after the 10 count, he gets up. He looks in agony, and he just uses the ref as a crutch, kind of like to help him like get the like quick breather in, right? Once he stood up, because hey man, a 10 count goes quick. Like it's it's a 10 count, man. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, like rapido, dude. But Tank, and I don't know if you saw the caption, he made King Ryan bend the knee. I mean, damn, bro. I mean, he made him bend the knee. Like Tank Davis is this man, like you said, he is like a fucking computer. He's analyzing every second. Just when you think you got him, rope-a-dope all day, and he fucking catches you. It doesn't matter who you are, right? Ryan.
And it was crazy because of that exchange, right? Ryan caught him. Ryan caught him in that exchange, but that body's.
But Tank is so durable that he can take those hits because he's.
Yeah, we saw it in the Pitbull fight. We saw it in the Pitbull fight. Yeah,
we've seen him multiple times that he doesn't mind getting hit because he
the Barrios fight too.
He knows he needs that one. Mario Barrios. He just needs that one good hit, and he will make you bend the knee. And in this case, he made King Ryan go down. And look, much respect to Andy Ruiz. Let me say it. Like, much respect to Andy Ruiz. Like, dude, you know better, right? Like, you know better. You're a heavyweight. Same shit, bro. And you were a big guy, so maybe you could absorb it a lot more. I don't know, but
hell yeah, he had a lot of fat to absorb it.
And you look great already. You look great now, but you know better. That damn, bro, like that shit. We've seen it plenty of times. And you know what I thought was amazing, and and how do you feel about it? Tank finished him the way Canelo would finish all his guys. Nice fucking liver shot right there.
Ryan Garcia, last fight against Luke Campbell. He finished him to the body. Liver shot. Same fashion.
Look at this man. Luke Campbell. Humble, a.k.a. Hater James, says power. Power. Not wrong, James. No. Not wrong. I mean, Tank is fucking a beast. And
he's a beast, bro. And look, I want to write about. And I want to get into something else.
Go for it.
And I want to get into the rehydration call. And I want to get into a few things that happened during the press conferences about the spying and other stuff that's very interesting, right?
Now, to reaffirm, people, Tank is the one first who said there was a mole in Ryan's camp, and then Ryan later confirmed it today. Go on, Marco.
That there was.
Mm-hmm.
It came out. Let's talk about the rehydration clause first. All right, I don't think people quite understand, and maybe people that don't really watch boxing or watch UFC, how hard it is for fighters just to make weight that they're not walking at, right? So if you have and usually that's the case, right? You have about a 10-pound, 15-pound difference between the weight that they're going to fight at, right? So Ryan probably rocks around 148, 149, something like that, or maybe more now. He put on a lot of muscle mass. And him having to weigh in at 136, and the rehydration clause is you come in at 136, because they weigh in on Friday, that Saturday morning at 10 a.m. or 11 a.m., whatever time the weigh-in was, for the second time for them, he cannot be over 146 pounds, 10 pounds over the limit. People usually, he probably would have came in probably like 7 pounds heavier than that, which is a huge difference. If you talk to any fighter, if you talk to anybody, we know how precious those pounds of weight are. Not only because that's how you hydrate your body back. You get to drink that water back and get it into your system. The food, the energy at what your body is used to, and he couldn't do that. Okay, that's not an excuse, right? We're not saying that that was the main factor why he lost. We know that Tank is generational talent, probably, but that was a huge factor in how this. I mean, because this is a completely different fight. I think this probably in the later rounds. If it's if Ryan was able to be uh not on that rehydration clause, I think. I don't know. What's your take?
I said this in text. We don't like politics in sports. Politics ruins sports. It is what it is. But boxing has allowed it, right? You pay all these guys millions of dollars. There's a reason why kind of Dana White doesn't want to do that with the UFC fighters, because he already sees like his top guys do so much politics. Like, why does he want the whole fucking everybody do it? So with boxing, and this has been history. It's not like it's Floyd who did it first. It's like people from beyond.
Oh yeah,
The politics in this game. If you have the controlling A side, right? In this case, Tank Davis is the A side. You have all the power to say, you know what, you want to fight me? I'm a multimillionaire already. I don't have to fight you. But if you want to fight me, I'm going to put these restrictions because I think this helps you way too much. But you want to fight me, so let me trickle that down a bit. I will say the rehydration clause did factor it. You're right, Marco. The guy had to go down and weigh 135.5 pounds. He did that. He made weight. He did his thing. Your job when you're a professional fighter and you're not into these fucking all these restrictions and shit like that. And I'm not saying there shouldn't be a rehydration clause, right? I'm saying like that thing.
I don't think there should be. I don't think there should be in fighting.
I'll explain a bit why. I'll explain a bit why there should be. Just give me a second. Not to the point where it's only 10, like you fucking suffer. But here, let me say this. Until boxing or anything or kind of union happens to where they're like none of this is allowed, like you can't make a list for your shit like that, it's gonna keep happening. Politics is always gonna live, so we just have to handle it. That's why I'm just giving Ryan his props, because he said, fuck it, I don't care, I just want to fight you, because people don't do that, right? Floyd didn't fight Pacquiao until after Pacquiao was out of his prime because he restrictions, right? Shit like that. Imagine they're both in their prime. Fuck. Good shit. Now, the reason I do think there should be a rehydration clause in all sports, not just boxing. And I mean like a 15-pound, maybe 20-pound limit, something like that, right? Not 10, like what they had to do. The reason I say that is because there are people who fucking abuse the fuck out of it and jump sky high, bro. Not to the point like you gotta kill yourself, because Ryan, like you said, probably walks around for me, I think he walks around 150, 155.
Maybe
on a time. And now he has to stay, fucking balanced for another fucking 12 hours, 24 hours, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
But there's guys that do blow up. Like, for example, and this was a kind of recent thing. Israel decided to not like Alex Pereira.
I was thinking about Pereira. I was just thinking.
The man walks around probably about 210, 220. Drops all the way down to fucking 185.
Almost
by the time he goes back to fucking weight on fight night, he's probably already back at 205 pounds. And Izzy, he's not a big man. Like, if he's gonna,
he's a tall man. He's not a big middleweight though.
Yeah, he's only gonna go up to like 195 at best. Right?
Yeah.
So for him, like, he's basically fighting like a heavyweight at that point. So that's what I mean. Like, there's guys that blow up too much. With Tank, I don't think he needed this. Like, Tank has the skills and all that to still have won the fight the way he did without this rehydration clause, right? Yeah. And I'm saying more because the reason Ryan lost was more because Tank capitalized on Ryan's mistake, right? At the end, we can't, despite the rehydration clause, Ryan still made the mistake of going stupid, fury on in the second round. That doesn't change the rehydration clause.
Yeah, it doesn't change that. Yeah.
So I'm saying like Tank would still have won the fight. You're right. It could have gone maybe later rounds. I said, and I had stuck to it from your episode you hosted, even till yesterday, that Ryan and Tank would have gone all the way to the decision. I had said that. I had not changed it. I even posted on Twitter and Facebook to like be like, hey, this is my prediction. Ryan in decision. I am not changing my shit. Wrong, of course. Wrong. The fight ended. Awesome, by the way. Awesome. I'm glad the fight ended. It makes fucking the sport so much better when it fights big fights end like that. Or like knockouts and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, like I said, I do think rehydration clauses should be done, but up to a certain point. And if you're gonna do it, make it at a better time. Like doing it all the way up until the next morning, pretty much draining your opponent for the day of the fight, seems kind of like shit work for me. That's about it. Like if you want to say, okay, we can do it again, we can weigh it again, midnight. Fuck it, midnight. But then you can blow up whatever, however shit you need to. But morning of like 6 or 7 a.m., whenever you do it, and you 12 hours later you gotta go fight, you're not feeling good. You're not feeling good. I think it's timing that matters for me. Timing matters. So that's about it.
No, yeah.
And that's what I feel about the whole situation. But I don't think the result changes with or without the rehydration clause. Because I think Ryan had a game plan, or he put his own game plan together, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, and I agree. I feel like at the end of the day, like he would have probably lost. Who knows, right? Maybe we'll never know.
This will help him, by the way. This, I said earlier,
it's gonna help him.
Will help
he has a lot of talent. He has a lot of talent.
24, ladies and gentlemen. The kid is 24. Plenty of time to grow. Is he ready for Lomachenko? No. Is he ready for Devin Haney? No. Okay. Is he ready for George Cabazos? Maybe not. Or Teofimo Lopez.
Well, he did say he's going up to 140, which is going to be a better weight for him. To go fight those people at 140, it was good. But I want to talk about what we mentioned earlier about the Molinist camp, because I have a couple of sources.
Sources, you say? What is a source, you say?
I have a couple of sources.
Is it BAM related? It does.
I have a couple of sources. I cannot say which my sources are.
Can you text me off the record?
Yeah, I will. I did some investigating myself and just trying to see what's up. But I also saw, and I also saw some things come up. I saw some videos come out. Also, that kind of confirmed everything that I've been talking about in the boxing world. So Tank, a few weeks before, it might have been the week before the weigh-ins, talked about that Ryan had took a big body shot in camp, and it took him out in camp. He got injured in camp because of a big body shot, big body blow that he got. Mm-hmm. The only reason the way Tank knew that was because he had that mole that was confirmed now in Ryan Garcia's camp.
Okay.
The Tank out there, right? And this is not new in boxing. People that don't know, this has been happening for years, since the Lennox Lewis days. This has been happening.
It happens in MMA now.
Rehydration clauses, all this shit's been going on forever in the fight game. Body shot that took out Ryan. When Ryan was gonna talk on the microphone, they asked him after the fight after he got knocked out. They asked him, "Why didn't you get up?" He said, "I'm not gonna say anything. It is what it is." He got fuck it, right? What if Tank knew he was hurt on that side? What if Ryan came in with a broken rib? What if Ryan came in injured? And Ryan's not making excuses. Maybe the contract had a clause that he can't come in, and we don't know. We don't know shit. We don't know nothing. He signed. He can't say shit. And this makes things interesting, right? Because of the way he ended the fight, the way Tank was attacking the body. If we go rewatch that fight, and you mentioned it, how many times Tank went to the body? It's interesting. Those left hooks to the body. I'm just saying.
I mean, I wasn't talking about the mole situation. I was just saying, look, A lot of people like the head hunting. I love when you go to the body. I'm a body guy. I'm like when you go for the body and you suck
Damn, Jose.
on
Damn
this big
it.
panza right here, puppy. When you go to the body, I think it's a more beautiful art of boxing because it's easy, right? It's easy. If you've ever had any training in fighting or whatever, it's easy to want to go like for the head. You know how many guys I dropped when we used to train with body shots, with spin kicks to the body? Oh, it was more gratifying for me. So
Oh
that's
yeah.
why when I watch fighting and I see a guy go down because of a knee to the body, a fucking liver shot, like we saw last night, and Canelo's specialty, even Ryan's, I'm more impressed by that shit because head hunting is whatever, right? Chins wear down over time, but the body. But I was more impressed with just Tank alone. Now you're right. Maybe there's a mole, and they both confirmed at this point. And maybe more got leaked about Ryan's status.
Speculation.
Allegedly.
Well,
according to them, they've already said yes. But
yeah, it's
it don't matter. Like it doesn't even matter. But at the end of the day, that's why you have to keep your circles tighter. I don't know what Ryan's situation is, how many people he allows to whatever. Right? That's his own thing. And all these boxers and MMA fighters, whatever. That's their thing. But you have to keep your shit tighter. You have to put a curtain into those training practices. You have to be careful who you bring in as a training partner. Because what if the guy who dropped him in practice was the mole? Because maybe he was trying to set up something, right? Conspiracy theory. I'm just saying, what if? Now they both confirm there's a mole. So either way, like whatever we're saying, fuck it. It doesn't matter.
Mole.
But again, at the end of the day, Ryan had his own game plan with his plastic surgeon, trainer, and that shit fumbled. He fumbled that bag, right? So it does not change a thing for me. So either way,
it was shiny, right? He was shiny, bro. I thought they were putting Vaseline on him.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
It was shiny.
I thought Caitlyn Jenner took off the wig. I'm just saying. I was like, good Lord, man. The fucking he was more stretched out in the fucking ring ropes. I'm just saying, like, goddamn.
Yeah, he needs to stop with that denim on denim. Sorry, I can't pull it up.
Get yourself a good team. Get yourself the right guys. Look, and to go back to De La Hoya and his trainer board out there. De La Hoya's just tired of his guys losing to the Floyd team, to the money team. It is what it is, right? Or to Leonard's team, the manager for Floyd and Tank and all that stuff. Like he is tired of that loss, right? He lost himself. Canelo couldn't get the job done. Now Ryan failed. So Oscar is being petty. Like he's not being there for his guy like he's supposed to be. He's just petty that he continues to lose to the money team. Whatever. End of the day, it is what it is. Now, Marco, we move on. That fight is over. It was historic in its own way. It's fun, but it's done. The first chapter is done. We might get a second chapter later in the future. Now, I kind of hope we do, but we shall see what the circumstances of a rematch could happen. What is next for Gervonta Tank Davis, the winner, the man who made King Ryan bend the knee? What is next for him? Is it a shot at the undisputed champion, Devin Haney, or the winner of Devin Haney and Lomachenko? Is that what's next for Tank Davis? A championship?
I think it has to be. If he wants to solidify himself as one of the greatest to do it, he's gonna have to go do it. That's how it is, So I think he's gonna have to go get those belts. Tank, we've already known that he's not that type of guy to go for the belts. He hasn't really tried to get world championships, or he's always gone for the money fights, kind of Mayweather-esque,
But Mayweather was a champion. Mayweather did hold the gold.
We just haven't seen that type of the way Tank chooses his fights or way his management does things and the way they do things is a little different. But I think that is the fight to make. I think that's going to be the fight that people want. So you got to give the people what
other
they
than
want.
Siri fucking reacting to you right there. Who wins the Devin Haney Lomachenko fight? Or either whoever. Does Tank beat either man?
Yes.
Just best by who wins. So you think Tank goes out and beats him?
I think he beats both of them.
Wow.
I think the power Tank has is just, if you want to get into exchanges with Tank, and the only person that I could see that may give him maybe a little bit more trouble will probably be Loma, just because of his movement itself and the way that Loma knows how to control the distance. He's very quick. That's why I think Loma's gonna beat Devin.
You think?
I think Loma's gonna beat Devin.
I think Devin Loma's in that one. I think Devin is freaking. He's been mentally charged. This man, yes, he takes a little bit of hits, not as much power hits from like Tank does, but he is a calculated counter striker. Calculated. The way he just destroyed George the last two fights, the way he just discombobulated him, beautiful masterpiece.
I think the Cambosos fight, we saw a lot of things that Devin didn't do well, and I think if Devin would have got against Teofimo, I think Devin would have lost. So, and Teofimo, this is a whole little triangle going on in that division, right? Because Teofimo lost to Cambosos, but Teofimo beat Loma. for undisputed titles. Cambosos took him from, and poor Teofimo. I think Teofimo's doing good at 140, and he's gonna end up winning some titles there. He's gonna go against the big 140 there. I forget his name. But he's gonna go. Huh?
Is it Shakur?
No. He's going against somebody else.
Went up, right? So,
no, he's going against the white guy. I can't remember, but he holds a good amount of the belts. He's undefeated.
Guy, sorry.
And so it's this whole little mix around of the division, right? But I think Loma beats Devin, and Tank fights Loma for sure.
Well.
And I think Loma beats Devin in a decision. I don't think there'll be a knockout or anything. I think Loma beats Devin in a decision.
I do agree with the decision. I still got Devin though, and here's why. And that's no knock on Loma. I think Loma's fantastic, fantastic to watch.
He was pound for pound not too long ago.
He is, but he's also on the older side. Devin's still younger. He's more fresher. He has less, shots to the face, to the body, todo. Like he's the young man going into this fight with everything he's got. And he's got more to lose. Loma doesn't, right? Like I said, is older. He's got nothing to lose at this point. But I think Devin is for me, he's a more calculated fighter than even Tank. I think Devin is.
But Devin don't got power. Devin got power. He doesn't hurt nobody. But he doesn't hurt nobody.
But sometimes it doesn't need to. And that's the thing about technique. You don't need to have always the power to do it. Technique sometimes overcomes it. If you master your technique so well, Marco, it doesn't matter about power, bro. Devin
doesn't fight well against people that they use the ring a lot. Meaning, Loma brings in the different angles that Devin's never seen before. Devin's never seen that type of fighter. This is why I'm saying Loma's a little older, but I think Loma's experience and his movement in the ring is going to it's going to be a big play, because it's different jabbing someone that's right in front of you. But someone that's right here, I'm just saying, I think Loma takes it. But Devin's a great fighter. Not taking anything from Devin. I think it's going to be a hell of a fight, actually. I think it's going to be a really good fight. And it could go either way. But I think that Loma's going to end up coming out on top. And I think that's going to set up a fight with Tank and Loma for the titles.
Let me go. Well, unless Devin has a rematch clause in there. Rematch clauses are also a part of the thing.
Oh, yeah, true, baby.
So he might have something in there. So it might take a while before Tank fights the champion if Devin loses. Here's what I'll say.
Tank might fight Shakur.
Here's my prediction. like I said, Devin wins by decision, right? Loma's tough to like fucking try to finish. Like, I'm not even gonna try to go there. But I think Devin does to Loma the first 7 or 8 rounds that Canelo did to Triple G in their second fight, where he takes the first like 8 rounds and then Triple G turned it on and put a little scare in Canelo, but still lost by decision. And I think that might happen here. That's my prediction. I think that Devin does the points all the way. He confuses the hell out of Loma, where Loma's like, what the fuck is going on? This is not what I expected. This is like, he feels off game. And then the real Loma shows up trying to finish. That's just my prediction. It's whatever. You take it as is. Obviously, we picking different fighters to win here. That's good. That's
What's new?
great.
What's new? What's new?
That's
What's
what
new?
we do.
That's what we do. We do for a living.
I should have known not to agree with you about Ryan Garcia. Just kidding. I had a feeling, but obviously I failed there, so it's whatever. But and then when Devin faces Tank, like I said, I think Devin is a more calculated counter striker than Tank is. And both men's game plan will slow down to the point where neither man will know who to test the will, right? Like, who's gonna get frustrated first? Will it be Devin or will it be Tank? And then that person that fucking loses the game plan loses the fight. That's how I see those.
I think Tank would knock out Devin. I think Tank would knock out Devin.
Tank has knocked out basically everybody he's fought, so you're probably right.
Yeah, but I think he's what? I think he's 27 KOs and 29 wins.
That's what I'm saying.
Only 2 fights that he hasn't knocked out. I think it's Pitbull was one of them, and I forgot who else he didn't knock out. But
I mean, no worse. It's whatever. We just know that majority has been knocked out. So we shall see. It just depends on everything else. Now, like you said, it also depends on if Tank is breaking down.
That division's fun, though. That division's one of the fun. I think
it's much fun.
I think that division is so good. I honestly think it's probably the best division in boxing right now. 100%.
It's like a fucking
yeah.
Like a hexagon. There's like 6 top fighters in that division. Brian's like at the bottom right now with Devin at the top, and then you got like
Shakur, Loma.
Oh my god, it just increases, bro. Like,
and Pitbull too. Still somebody to talk about that people don't want to fight.
If these guys fucking continue to fight each other, even despite not being a title fight, it's like, bro, it'll continue being
like Tank and Shakur. Tank and Shakur would be. That'd be another big crazy fight. That'd be a crazy fight. Yep.
Well, we'll see what happens about that, man. That's a lot of things there, but you've missed a lot of episodes. We've already discussed that. Is there anything like the playoffs or anything you want to talk about? We haven't heard shit from you before you head out. Is there anything you want to say?
LeBron's the GOAT. That's all I gotta say. Dylan Brooks, shut your ass up. That's all I gotta say.
Oh my god.
That's why you're crying on the bench. That's why you're crying on the bench. It's all right. It's all good. Golden State came back. One by one.
The Kings shouldn't have lost that one. That's on the Kings.
King shouldn't have. Hey, but
the dynasty's not dead until you fucking bury them 6 feet under. And look, I don't know who said it a few weeks ago. The Warriors have yet to be eliminated by a Western Conference team since they've been on their run in 2015. Now, to be fair, I think like 2020 and 2021, they weren't even in the playoffs. So I'm just saying. But other than that, yeah, they've been to the finals. Though.
Well, I think the Kings win. I think the Kings take this series. I think they're going to figure it out.
Hey, man, De'Aaron Fox has been a fucking animal.
Dude's an emerging star.
Series.
Dude's about to be a superstar in this league, or he already is probably.
We should be so blessed that Purgatory Kings did not ruin this man, because my God, Purgatory Kings is the worst. Now this year's Kings, fantastic, light the beam, bitches. But let's see if you can light the beam on the champions. If you can beat the champions in this first round and make a statement for yourselves. You have a long way to go, but you can probably make it. They could probably beat the Lakers in the second round if the Lakers pass over the Grizzlies. They could probably beat the Grizzlies if the Lakers come back against the Lakers. Whatever happens, I think there's potential there because the West is so scrambled that there's just not a real clear team. Like the Suns, like you could say maybe is your favorite, but they haven't fought a healthy Clippers. Kawhi again is not healthy, dude. Like unfortunately, that man is just never gonna be back to what he was pre-Zaza. And that Kawhi was fucking an animal. So
They would have won. Well, I say it to this day, and I was talking to a coworker about it. We would have won the chip that year. I honestly think we would have beat Golden State in that series.
And we always beat LeBron in the finals majority of the time. So you're probably right. Yeah. Imagine that dude. I know we've joked about Kawhi, although he left us. Fucking whatever you want to say. We deported him, all the shit, right? But this man knows how to end dynasties. Ended the LeBron Heat dynasty. Ended the Warriors KD dynasty. He ended the Spurs dynasty from within. And this man has a triple threat of destroying dynasties.
And the Clippers, I mean, they weren't a live dynasty anyway, so you didn't do anything. They've been
that's just whatever, right? Paul George isn't even fucking involved, or George Paul. What? Oh my god, I forgot the man's name. It's George Paul, right?
Who? Paul George? What are you talking?
He hasn't played for so long. He hasn't played for so long.
Did you just call him George Paul?
I did call him that. He hasn't played for so long.
Bro, go to sleep.
I am tired. I am working on like 3 hours of sleep, so this is not wrong.
Oh my god, he just called him George Paul. Well, he does have 2 first names, so nobody should have 2 first names. You're a fucking psychopath. Well, anyways, I understand. You're forgiven.
Sure,
you're forgiven. I mess up on names all the time.
That's not wrong. That's
that's not good all the time. Yeah.
So, anyways, all right. Well, bro, it was fun. Hey, by the way, who are you hoping the Chiefs draft and last in the first round of the thing? Is there someone that you've been wondering they draft? Is there a prediction there?
I don't know.
Or what do the Chiefs need to build on to continue their championship success? What offensive lineman or new wide receiver? What are we looking at here?
I think we're gonna end up getting DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay. So what? You're gonna your first round?
That's my dream. If we do that, we're winning again. Honestly, you could say we maybe throw in a linebacker in there. That'll be good. Obviously we lost Orlando Brown. So somebody on the offensive line.
You replaced him already though.
Yeah, but people get hurt. I'm just trying to be safe. Our defensive line, we got Chris Jones, but we lost Frank Clark. But we got a couple of young guys stepping up that are going to be really good for us. So really, another wide receiver wouldn't go bad, dude.
Do you think the Chiefs trade up, maybe?
Maybe see, we got those picks, boy.
We
got those Tyreek Hill picks.
The wide receiver, other than JSN, other than him, I'm talking about the guys getting drafted.
Oh,
like Zay Flowers, Quentin Johnson, Jordan Addison. They're very talented, and I don't know. I'm not saying that
the Chiefs always have something going on.
I'm not saying they're ever a perfect pick for the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs just make things happen despite whatever.
Well, the Cardinals are saying they want a second round pick, so we got picks to give.
You have a late first round pick anyway, so might as well just give them that. Fuck it.
Well, they ain't gonna do shit with it anyways. What?
If you guys get DeAndre Hopkins,
did you see those uniforms? Oh my god, the Cardinals uniforms.
I said they're
garbage, dude. You already made up like a bad uniform even worse. I don't even know.
Can we be honest though? Nike has been coming out with shitty uniforms.
Yeah, even soccer uniforms.
The Jets one sucks. The Pats, I'm like 50-50 on because I think the stripes are okay. I thought we needed to get rid of the logo on the side, but like I don't know. They've been a lot of more misses and hits on these jerseys. And mind you, these are the same fucking guys that make like nice like city jerseys for like the NBA. So I'm like,
something's going on. They didn't move some people in those departments. Start getting some more creative people on the other side or something.
So we'll see how it goes. But
yes, sir.
All right, Marco. Bro, it was nice having you back on. We got to talk about unboxing, some knees being bent, some fucking future fights. some fucking good times. Hopefully, we can get you back on more on the regular. I get it. Work schedule is what it is. We'll see how we can manage these to go moving forward. But man, like I said, it was nice having you on.
Same here, bro.
Good talk.
Same here. Always good.
OGs right here, right? We
OGs.
started the podcast. It's nice sometimes when we have it just ourselves. Mind you, I don't mind the chaos with James, with Trey.
Yeah.
You know, Jeff is now here adding, some crazy ass takes. Damn you, Jeff! You're this close.
Yeah, Jeff. I don't even know you, dog, and you've been. Hey, keep going.
This close, Jeff.
Keep doing it.
This close.
Keep going. God. Keep going.
I don't know, man.
Keep going.
He makes arch
no. We need people.
Good.
No.
Arch draft picks look good. So I'm like,
yeah. No, but we need people hating on his ass. That's fine. We need people in the comments. It's fine. Good job, Jeff.
Jeff. Alex is always with his mind, but a little controversial himself. So proud of the team. Happy for everybody. Marco,
yes, sir.
Bro, you take care over there. You do what you need to do to succeed in life, as you should be doing. Guys, same thing for y'all. Y'all should be succeeding as well in life. Do whatever you can to make that happen. Make your dreams come true. Work hard. Play hard, baby. You get to do whatever the fuck you want. Trey Parker out here fucking getting football games, soccer games, new tattoo.
What?
Like, damn, Trigger Trey. Damn. This man is balling.
Boy went to all the events in one day. Went to every fucking sports team in one day in San Antonio. I don't even know how you do that. At this point, dude, I don't even know you went to. Do we have a golf team? He probably went to that too. Shit. I don't fucking know. He went to the Missions game probably too. He went to the Missions game. He was there too.
Glass.
Yeah,
it is what happened, man. But
Trey Parker going off, dude. It's all right.
But again, reminder, ladies and gentlemen, we will be on live at a watch-along NFL draft this Thursday with Mr. Trey Parker, hopefully with Mr. Humble Hater James, and we'll see if we can. And you know what? If you join us, right, in the comments, maybe we'll send you a link and you could talk the conversation with us and you hop on with us for like a few minutes. Give your takes on stuff. And we make things happen. We don't know. We shall see. But if you join us, great. Let's see. And if you want to hop on, great. Just have a good Wi-Fi connection. Have a nice camera. Have a good mic, please, because I don't want you sounding bad.
Or an iPhone. An iPhone works.
Hey,
as long as you got good, headphones and shit. So.
Whatever works. If you're an Android user, that's fine too. It's fine.
Nah.
No, we're not getting into it. Because even though I'm an iPhone user, I still have Android number one. But
yeah,
it is what it is. All right,
that's what happened with our last Android user. Anyways, what is what it is. Good job, Jose.
I hate you. All right, guys. Follow us on Puro Pinche Sports at Puro Pinche Sports on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. Follow us on Pinche Sports Pod on Twitter. For Marco Monreal, I am Jose Garcia. We are Puro Pinche Sports, and we are out.